Hey, come show the viewers our new remote control car. Okay, welcome. Thursday afternoon already. Unbelievable. Let me find some background music here. Lots of new interesting listings for today. I've already reviewed several different counties and the West Alabama MLS.
Thanks. This year, there are 4 exciting new iPhones to choose from, including a brand new addition joining the lineup. There's the new iPhone 17, the groundbreaking iPhone Air, a completely new member to the iPhone family, and finally, iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. iPhone 17 comes in Sage.
Wow. Yeah, so okay, it says 8 new listings in the West Alabama MLS. And I found several really good listings in some neighboring counties north of us. Got a lot of rural counties in my service markets as well. So beautiful, beautiful West Alabama day. Um, let's just dive right in. Dive right in. First up, there's a new home on the market today, Townsend North River, Tuscaloosa City North. Very popular subdivision, one of the biggest subdivisions, turn of the century. This is a big house, to 3,531 square foot. It's got a third of an acre lot, 0.34. Rock Quarry Elementary, Northridge High, and it's a 4-bedroom, 4 full bathroom floor plan. So it can accommodate a big family. I'm sure it's got a 2 or 3 car garage minimum. They're asking 910 or 9099. John Randall over at Keller Williams Franchise Branch has got the listing, and it's right at 910,000. All right, next up, back Tuscaloosa City downtown. This is the Highland subdivision. Excuse me, near Tuscaloosa City East, but it's in central. The Highlands is right there off University Boulevard near DCH Hospital. So this is a mid-century, but it's giant. Built in 1950, 3,972 square foot. So it's almost 4K square foot built in the year 1950. Can you imagine? 2.5 level home, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, 1 half bathroom. Very prestigious area. The home looks like it's been updated. You know, it's a really good looking listing. Bradley Faulkner over at Hamner Real Estate's got the listing. 1,350,000 asking price, and that's in the Highlands, Tuscaloosa City, right there by DCH. All right, next up, Argonne Forest. It's in the Duncanville, unincorporated Duncanville area. I used to drive by this subdivision every day when we lived over on off of Buttermilk Road in the interstate. Argonne Forest, the subdivision there. It's one of the only established subdivisions as you get that rural, get that far out of town. You know, the 69 highway is much more developed than the 82 highway. So I tend to lean more towards the Duncanville. I prefer the Duncanville area. I've got a really good client in Duncanville right there by the post office. He loves it as well. You know, it's a good spot. So this is a subdivision with a full acre parcel, 1.1 to be specific. Late mid-century, 1977 ranch, ranch style home, mid-century rancher as they say. And it's almost 1,500 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath floor plan. It's right at 200 per square foot. You got Maxwell Elementary, Hillcrest High School with the zoning. Jonathan Branson, Keller Williams Franchise Branch. It's got the listing, 294.9. All right, next up, Vance, Alabama, Caffey Place subdivision. It's a new construction. DHI Realty of Alabama. It's an institutional investor group of builders. And Terrence McClure, he's the exclusive listing agent for several of those subdivisions they've created. This one's in Vance, Caffey Place, almost 1,500 square foot, brand new, 4-bed, 2-bath, quarter-acre lot for $262,500. All right, next up, we're in Moundville, Dairy Farm Road. This actually is, excuse me. It's in Hale County, Dairy Farm Road, not Tuscaloosa County, Dairy Farm Road. It's a 2023 mobile home. Let me turn that down a little bit. 2023 mobile home. And it's a double wide as well, 2,128 square foot. It's a larger floor plan, 5 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. It's got a full acre and a half with it, 1.55. So this is a really good opportunity for a more affordable approach at bigger home, lots of land. You got the dream there. Mobile home 225 asking price. And Gerald Ross over at Southern Homes of Tuscaloosa Incorporated, he's got it listed. Talked to him recently about a deal on Lake Arnedra. That seller was wild. That was a mess. Next up, McCalla, cheap land listing, $1 million lake subdivision. It's one of the only established subdivisions in that area. 0 Teddy Drive is what it's listed as. Just doesn't have that 911 address yet. In $1 million lake subdivision, almost a half an acre parcel for $16,900. It's got Lakewood Elementary and Brookwood High School for the zonings. Morgan Smith, Keller Williams franchise branch in Tuscaloosa. She's a listing agent on the cheap land. $16,900 asking price. All right, here's a big one, and this is where I was just at yesterday. One of my clients from Dallas, we were playing golf yesterday, and I showed him some of the developments of this particular area. It's really awesome. 8345 Old Watermelon Road. This is basically the subdivision's called the Peninsula, and it's some exclusive waterfront with a really good view lots. This one was $450,000 a couple of years ago. Now they're asking $600,000. So they've marked it up 150 G's for 1.6 acres directly on the lake at the yacht club, though. So it's all there, and that's why we continue to invest in this area as well. Rock Quarry Elementary, Northport High School. It's got the best schools if you decide for a primary home. And the houses on this street are huge. Like, seriously, they're big houses and very, exclusive area. We love going up there. We love being there. And, I've already developed a lot in that area. I actually consider my 2020 lot purchase, and then we built in 2021. A lot of the activity happened subsequent to that Big Neptune's Cove subdivision expansion, Hill House condos, of course, the peninsula here, over at the one we just purchased a lot in, Maison de Lockett's had several that were built. One of the lots we did look at to consider building on was sold. So it's interesting to see a lot of this activity at the club, at the lake here in Tuscaloosa City, has been in the last 4 years. Okay, next up. Last one for today. It's a condo downtown, on campus, the Enclave. These have been on and off the market, switching agents. I don't really know what's going on with them, but they're relatively new. This particular one was 2,600 square foot, 5-bed, 5 full bath, 1 half bath, which most student, developments are like that. They want the private bath and then 1 extra. 2,600 square foot right there on campus, the Enclave, $1,575,000 asking price. Alice Maxwell, she's the owner of the Keller Williams franchise branch here in Tuscaloosa. She's got it listed. And so yeah, that's a really good one. And remember, anything over $1 million like that, you at least get a $10,000 furniture allowance. if you'll allow us to represent you and your buyer interest, get you the best deal, the best terms, help you, through inspection, rental income, insurance, lending, whatever it may be. We will be there and representing your fiduciary. The seller, you might can get a little bit less commission if you say, oh, well, I can get a little bit less commission because I'll just use one agent. But what are you sacrificing for that in the fight to get you the best deal? And again, the seller pays the commission. So, unless it's a seller that doesn't want to sell the property, rules change, but the terms really don't. If sellers are not paying, agents are not going to want to sell them, and it's going to be completely different. It's kind of hard to digest talking that out. That's one of the main reasons I've added to my buyer agency with that furniture allowance, to offer more than just the status quo, because people deserve it. And, the buyer power is there for that. Okay, so on the thumbnail of this video, that is a photo from yesterday at Hill House Condominiums. Finally, it's framed up, and you can kind of see how it's going to take shape. It's going to be a beautiful property. So that's really awesome. Also, farmers, calling all farmers, West Alabama rural community, Marion County. This is Hackleburg, Alabama. It's an established chicken farm, 3 boiler rooms. That's the chicken houses themselves. And it's an established farm with 82 acres as well as the established farm. So you have room to expand. A house as well, 3,485 square foot, 4 bed, 4 bath. So it's the house and the farm with 82 acres for $2.5 million asking price. And that is rural West Alabama. You could start a whole company, do some manufacturing, whatever. It's an established farm, rural tax rates, which would be really good for business. I thought that was a really good listing. Also, let me see here. Two Rivers had a new listing there in Greensboro. No, excuse me, Utah. A lot of people like the Two Rivers area. 1 second here, screenshot. Yep. Let's see what else I had here. Okay, so this was a really good one as well. Muscle Shoals City, which is south of the Tennessee River in Colbert County, not the northern half of the Tennessee River, which is Lauderdale County and Florence. So this was a almost half-acre parcel in Muscle Shoals City on Decatur Highway, directly on the highway, and they're only asking $59,900, and it's valued at $124,000. So when you have land prices like that, a lot of times that means there's a really good equity gain the minute you own this property, and which makes that a really good place to put your money. It's in Alabama. We can manage it. We can do everything here from our command center, just the same as if it was right here in Tuscaloosa. It's that close enough, for us to facilitate it and have, reliability there. 0.41 acres on Mason Street, flat, level, clear land, directly off Decatur Highway. It's got a portion on the highway. 59 asking price, worth $125,000. So you invest 60 and you gain 120 with the bank. Okay, the chicken farm. Okay, next, also this was a good one in Florence. It was on Berry Avenue, 3 bed, 2 bath, mid-century rancher, but they've really fixed it up, and it's a really good looking opportunity. And property for $230,250 in the middle of Florence. I thought that was a really good listing, especially for a primary home and with 2 incomes under the same roof. That'd be a really easy payment. Okay, this was a good one too. Waterloo, right there at the Tennessee-Alabama state line, north of the Tennessee River in Alabama. Um, it's a very beautiful part of the state. You can tell from the photos that it's in that higher rated area of the state, getting closer to Tennessee there. 10, asking 110, and it's got 2 home sites. Calling all developers. There's 2 established flat clear home sites in Waterloo, which is close to Florence, and I'm still trying to keep up with those little areas. Hold on, let me tell you exactly what it is. Okay, yeah, Waterloo is closest. The biggest city is Florence, but you've got Stewart, and that's also Wilson Lake is the Florence area. Pickwick Lake is the Waterloo area. So you have Pickwick Lake, you have Wilson Lake, and then you have Wheeler Lake on the northwestern half. And then, of course, Lake Gunnersville is on the northeastern half of Alabama. And all these, I do. I'll review a lot more in the western half because it would be closer. Okay, let me see if there's one more of these from today. Oh yeah, I thought this was really cool. So Madison City, which is in it's on the county line of Limestone and the county with Huntsville. Drawing a blank. Yeah, Madison. Okay, Madison County and Madison City. So this is interesting and something I discovered today. Yeah. So Madison County, which is one of the biggest markets in Alabama. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Auburn, Mobile, Gulf Shores, one of the biggest. Madison City, west of Huntsville, is very close to the county line with Limestone County, which is much more rural and less dense. However, there is a large cluster of new build homes that still have Madison City annexation, but they're actually in Limestone County. So they pay the taxes to Limestone County, but they have the annex, or actually they probably do both city tax and a county to limestone tax. But it's interesting because you have, that taking place. It's situated geographically. It's in an interesting area where you have the 2 county opportunity. Also, it's directly off of Interstate 565, which, as you know, you're only just keep going north there just a few hours. So there's a lot of new construction. Limestone County, Madison County, in the Madison city limits that actually crosses into Limestone County. But these are really cool. This one that I liked was brand new. Let me see where it is. I have a photo of it right here. So it's a 2-level home, 3-bed, 3 full bath, 1,749 square foot. It's a floor plan, and about a third of an acre. 2-car garage under and more living space upstairs. And that's a design that we've been really interested in. We've seen a lot of them here that have been successful, and I thought that one was really good. So if a lot of lake properties, people do not realize how much waterfront property Alabama actually has. And lastly, this was a new condominium development that I have just come across now. That's, again, I review this for myself and our investment purposes just as much as the advertising aspect. This is Bay Village Drive Condominiums, Unit 1004 West, or W, and it's directly on the Tennessee River, Wheeler Lake. It's not directly on lakefront property, but it's there at the lake and a whole, residential development, but gives you an opportunity for a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,000 square foot for 159, and it's right there at the water and everything, all the fun you could possibly have. So that's tough to beat. Condominiums in the 150s, in some of these water markets like Florida, they've gone up to 215, 250, since the pandemic. And so I thought that one was really cool. And it's a low density property too. It's only 3 stories. And it's probably less than, I don't know, 40 units, something like that. But yeah, that is in Athens, which is Limestone County, a little bit more rural, but it is a condominium. Sure is. Okay, so that is it for today. Um, really good market review. I love seeing these other, areas as well as West Alabama, and becoming more familiar with that as we push into development and sales. And enjoy the day. Go enjoy the day. Don't forget to call my sponsor, lender Ryan Paranood. He and I make a great team when it's your time to buy. We'd love to help you as well. And they are so diverse. He and his wife Heather work together just like Brandy and I, and they can really help you. Ryan has been doing this for so long. It's very diverse. You don't realize how many mortgage products are available to help you build, grow, and have better primary home opportunity, things like that. So, all right, I'm rambling now. Sayonara. Enjoy the day.